Alright guys, we are here again and we are super happy. I will take my mouse because we will work with the mouse now, because we want to retopologize the body. So how to disable the visibility of all other things. So I will just click on the eyes here, the eye icons, and most of the things are hidden. Let's hide this and the tail. And we have hidden everything, and now we have only this body, which is not the best, not the worst. Make sure you have distances between the fingers, because if the fingers are coming into each other like this, and no distance here, just an angle, it will be difficult, and I advise you to not do that. No, don't do this. Now, how to start retopologizing. So since my greatest concern when retopologizing a human body are the fingers, and I struggle mostly there, I will Shift A to add a cube, and we will do it as we did with when we first made the fingers. We'll do it the same way. So how to do it? But by the way, my camera is pointing this way. But whatever, you don't care about that. Now press Tab, S to scale it down, scale it, G to put it here. And by the way, if you scale it like I did a lot, I scaled it too much, and now it's reversed, I think, inversed, yes. So I will press A and go to Mesh, Normals, Recalculate Outside, and it will be okay. If you scale it too much, sometimes it inverts itself like this. You see, invert. So be careful, don't scale it too much at the same time, and it probably won't invert itself. Now I will rotate it. I'm just taking this whatever I can and rotate it. By the way, I don't know if you care, but I just uploaded one of my first videos about in YouTube about quickly making a character from just a face from concept, but very quick, like 30 minutes, fast sculpt in Blender. And probably by the time you are watching this video, this course, this video will be very old, because I uploaded it today, which is 30th of January 2022. So let's continue. Now I will select this face. So I go to 3, not 1, not 2, but 3. I go to 3, which is my face select, and I will go to the side like this and press Control right click again, and this is it. Then the last phalange here, I will make it a little bit smaller. Then I will extrude it a bit down, press E to extrude it. Basically, Control right click is also extruding, but it's wherever your mouse is, there it will extrude it. And if you have to have more control over the extrusion, you better just press E and go extrude it. Now I will press S to make it smaller and move it a little bit more up. So now this is the end of the finger. I think it will be nice for the end. And the other parts, I may move this backward a little bit if I can, like with G. Because I want it to be closer to the finger, not that far away. I want it to be a little bit closer. And here also, like out of the finger, not inside, but outside. Okay, now I will select the top and delete it. X faces, X is delete, of course. And now I will make few edge loops. So Control R to make a loop in here. Just drop it in the center. Control R, left click, double left click. Okay, and now this will be our finger for now. What we can do is, for example, let me show you. I can put a shrink wrap modifier and select with this eyedropper, dropper here, and it will be snapped into the surface. Now it's snapped into the surface. Okay, I think it's fine. Of course, we can apply it after we leave edit mode. We can apply it, and then we can go back to edit mode. Tab, select everything with A, and press Alt S and inflate it a little bit so it's bigger. And now you see we have a decent finger. Not quite bad. I mean, it's not the best, but it's okay. And what we can do now is grab this finger and Shift D, and then move it. So I duplicated it with Shift D, and now I'm moving it, and I will try to reposition it into the other finger. We don't need to make it again. You have to learn, of course, how to move and rotate your meshes, but with practice, in the beginning it will be difficult. But with practice, you will get better and better in this, and at the end, if you practice more than me even, which is difficult because I'm using Blender for 4 or 5 hours every day. So if you want to be better than me, you have to use it more than me, which yeah, you can't. Oh no, yes, it's impossible. Yeah, most people, they have other things to do, families to take care of. But if you are a psychopath, it will be good for you because you will learn Blender pretty fast. Because you will be able to spend so much time on Blender because you have no friends, you have no family. So you can spend a lot of time in Blender. I was like this, by the way, back in the days. And that's why I became kind of a good artist, because I didn't go out that much. I stayed at home. I don't like to go to discotheques or bars or nightclubs. I don't like this kind of stuff. I like to stay at home and work. And my passion was, of course, drawing, sculpting, and reading books. And at some time when I was working already in the game industry, I was living alone and I spent all my time in gaming. I was gaming a lot, and it was fine. It was fine. So now, how to select only this mesh? I told you already, but of course I told you I will say all those things again and again and again, because repeating is the mother of knowledge. We have this kind of saying here in Bulgaria. So L, while you are like on one of those meshes, you just hover over it and press L. Then press L on the other one and you can select it also. But if you want to deselect them all, you just go ahead and let me see if I can press no, just deselect everything. So press this one, L, and then Shift D to duplicate it, and then we'll put it here. You will see that this manual topology is can be fun. You can find it fun. Most people find it relaxing, which is great. But don't forget to take care of your health. And what do I mean by that? Especially if you are over 30 years old. Because before that I haven't had too much problems, only with my lower back. Only that was my real issue. But other than that, I was fine. Now I have neck issues, I have eye issues, I have all sorts of stuff issues. And you can have also knee issues, a lot of things, because we are sitting for a long periods of time and we are watching the monitor, which is on a certain distance between us, our eyes. So our eyes are constantly focused on one focal distance, only this distance, which is around 60-70 centimeters. It depends. And only that. And this in a long periods of time, and your head staying the same way without moving too much your neck in a long periods of time can lead to issues. And I know, by the way, a guy who now is almost blind because he's a programmer. And when you are a programmer, it's even worse because you have to look at all those little letters and stuff. When we are artists, it's not that bad. But when you are a programmer, it's bad. We have to look at you have to look at all those little tiny numbers and figure them out and stuff. It's probably a bad thing. I mean, let me just put another shrink wrap modifier and just move this with the shrink wrap modifier on, and it will snap to the surface while I'm moving it, which is good. I'm double clicking on some edges and just moving them, and they should kind of snap to the surface. Let's go to project here and then negative, and it should work well. Not exactly, not perfect, we may say. Let's go to nearest. Okay, this will be better for now. And now I will go out of edit mode with tab, apply this, and continue with tab to work on it. Of course, with Alt S, I will inflate it. I'll have to select everything with A, Alt S, and inflate it a little bit, not too much. And now we will have to turn on our snap. Of course, if you still have Blender on, like I do, you will have face selected, all those things checked, and move, rotate, scale also blue, so active, and we can continue working on our model. Of course, it will be easier if we put the material which we put before, which was the orange one. I don't know why it's missing here, but it's, I think it was this. I'm not sure. Let's go down here and make it orange. Because to see it in the viewport without being in the render mode, we have to turn on this orange in the viewport display down here. So it's a little bit hidden, you know, the material is here, all the options are here. We have base color and we change it, nothing will happen. We have to go to the viewport display and change this color, which is okay if you know about it. If you don't know about it, it's pretty frustrating. Alt Z to get to X-ray mode, and then with G and stuff, I will start to move those things. I need to have space between the fingers, and then I easily will select both of those things, press F, select this, press F, and I will make the distance between the fingers. The good thing about this model is we have 3 fingers, except for the thumb, but we have only 3, not more than that. More than that, it will be too much. I'm joking, it will not be too much, but in this case, it's good to have only 3, because it's less work. And yeah, we artists are lazy people. So less work means, I mean, better money for us. Why? Because when you take, like, for example, for this character, I will charge around $500, for example, let's say. Maybe even a little bit more, because I don't like to do characters for freelance too much these days. Because I am busy doing courses, I'm busy doing characters for work, and I'm also having a family, so I have to pay attention to them too. So all of that, and I kind of try to charge a little bit more. Oops, be careful with that. If you select a dot which is behind and start moving it, it will snap like wrong way. So we have to be careful about that. So yeah, I like to, you know, yeah. So retopology in this way might not be the best thing, because you cannot see, like this, you cannot see your model that well. So what you can do is, sometimes your dots are inside and it's not good. So you can go to this orange square and check in front here. And this will allow you to see always your current geometry, because it's always in front. Which, nice, yeah, okay. I think we can use that for now. Alright? Alright. Now, let's continue with 2, with extrude with A or E. Then here we definitely should go with F. And again here we'll go with E, extrude, here we'll extrude, and here we'll go 1 to the vertices, and then F, and put it here, and I will move this with G, and I will connect those by pressing M at center, M at center, M is merge of course, and then here I will press F, and here I'll press F, but I first have to select this one, press F. Sometimes you will have some geometry that you don't like at some point, because you will make a mistake. I usually kind of make, for example, you will do this and say, oh, I don't want to do this, and you will press escape, and it will still be there, and you will continue with doing this, and you will say, what's happening? You have to Control Z a lot of times, and then continue with whatever. Okay, Control Z, even, okay, more than this, and hopefully now it's okay. Yes. As I was saying, it's sometimes a little bit frustrating, but most of the time it's okay. When you get used to it, it's fine. Yes, now I have to Control Z, and then again F here. And then again I pressed F, which is not good. I have to select this and press F. Select this and press F. So select always the corner piece and press F. Then I will go to 2. Press E. Extrude. Go to 1. Press F. And this kind of thing. And I told you in the beginning this will be pretty slow for you. You will work pretty slow with this. But as you work, you will notice that the hours are passing. No, not F like this. F here and then F here. Okay. As the hours are passing, you will get better and better. And faster and faster. And better and better. And faster and faster. Okay, now. Stop leaking. Stop this. Now, what I want to do is, I want to take one of those fingers again. I want to put it as a thumb. So how to do it? I will select, just with shift, I will select 2 of those, and then Control plus on the numpad will allow me to do this. And one more time, and I will have this. Then, of course, Shift D. So Control plus on the numpad is, but you have to turn off the snap. So Control Z, turn off the snap, and Shift D. Now we'll adjust it. Control plus on the numpad is growing your selection. And it's working in most places in Blender when where you have selection on. When you can select things, it's working. So it's pretty good. Now I will Alt S and inflate this so it's kind of bigger. But I don't completely like it. So what we can do is, of course, as I always do, press Tab to exit, shrink wrap modifier, press this, and it's shrink wrapped. And now it's looking pretty good. I mean, the fingers are nice, the thumb is nice, and we have to connect them and continue to the wrist. For the forearm, for the whole arm, we will do it by applying a cylinder. We will add a cylinder and we will put it there and we will cut it, and you will see. But for now, this is looking great. I will apply this, then go back to edit mode and A, and then I will inflate it a little bit, just with Alt S, just tiny bit, not too much. Okay, now it's good. And now we continue. Maybe I will connect some things here. Let's see. All right, this looks fine. I will G move this. G move this. And probably we want to connect this and this with F. Then we want to connect those with F. And here I will press G, and this will be good. It's not the best though, but could work. Yeah, I don't like this kind of places where, see how this polygon is very much divided into 2 triangles. It's not divided basically, but it should be divided because it's kind of divided, if I may say. Here I don't like this end of the thumb here, but it's okay. Sometimes we don't like things, sometimes things don't like us. That's life. That's life. Around the thumb, by the way, probably we should do something else. I will press 3 to select those and X to delete them because I don't want them. Yeah, I know. It's sometimes we just don't want them. And I will just made it with E like this. Okay. I don't have my snap on, so sometimes I forgot. You know, that's why those things happen. And let's try to press E and make a little bit of a edge loop around the thumb here. I'm thinking about animation a little bit, which I shouldn't have, but I am. So yeah. So for this video, you see we have made only the fingers, which is a good part of this, even the whole body. This is kind of one of the trickiest parts. So yeah, it's good that we kind of have it now. We got it covered, we may say. F. And here I have to think about it. I'll move those outward. And then I will connect it, whatever it comes. I mean, go to 2, select some vertices, connect like this, maybe connect those, it's okay, maybe even I will connect those M at last, okay, and why I'm pressing at last, because I want both dots to go to the last I've selected, which sometimes I want, so yeah, I do. Go to 2, I constantly change between vertices, edges, you know, and faces if I need. But to know where to change, of course you have to know what to do, and if you watch me and listen what I've said, probably you know already what you need to do most of the way. I will connect those at the last, yeah, no problem, because Blender remembers most of the time what we have done last. Let's press this, and here F. This could be faster, but here we have to press F like this, then go to edge and press F, and it's starting to grow. Of course, now I will put one cylinder. Let me just disable the snap. It's very important to disable the snap when you're moving some big parts around, because it will be hell. So Shift A, plane. No, I don't want a plane, so Control Z. Now where is the plane? Probably it would be here. It's not, okay. Shift A, cylinder, and I want it with less sides, so I will go here behind my head here, and I will change this value, which is vertices, to around maybe 8. 8 will be fine. This will be fine. So 8 is okay. And now I will scale it down. I will scale it like this to make it bigger, and I will scale it down, and I will scale it like this, and I will scale it down because I want it to be thinner, and I will G, put it here, and then I will Shift D to position one for the leg, because I know I will need one for the leg. I will position it around there, then we'll fix it, and I will go to 3 to my faces, and I will select with Shift those faces, press X, and delete them because I don't need them. Now for this one I'll press L over it and then start positioning it around the arm, and we probably should continue in the next video with this. So yeah, because this is already 22 minutes, we'll continue in the next one. And probably we will have at least 3 or 4 videos for the retopologizing of the body. Then we have to make a hood, then we have to make few little details, then we have to fix our switcher or sweater, whatever. Then we'll make a texture for the head, maybe not for the body, but we'll see. And maybe I could show you a little bit of fur, how you do it in Blender, but since I want to make this course rendered with Eevee render, there are 2 types of render here. One is Eevee and one is Cycles. Workbench, nobody uses it. I mean, I don't use it, and I haven't seen any people use it, so I don't know. So Eevee and Cycles. So Eevee is a very fast render. You have shadows, you have some other things, refractions. You don't have some things in Eevee, but it's super fast. So it's good for turntables, it's good for fast renders. Cycles is slower, more accurate render, and fur and hairs are looking very good in Cycles, not so good in Eevee, but we will see that. Probably I will show you because we have time. It's a good thing to know, just to know, not to learn it or something, but just to know it on the back of your head. So yeah, bye for now, see you in the next video.